let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And that pass picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Texas! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And the point after is good. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive through. Lofts one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 25. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, BYU!
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And here's the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here for them.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Dropping back, it's Ewers. Using the quick game. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. That's caught. It's Martin. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that
Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He lobs one high down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in.
And what a fantastic effort on that catch. That looked to me like it was just going to be a long incompletion. But how about stretching out, corralling the football, and this offense is on the move.
Looking for a man. It's Retzlaff. Gets rid of it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his...
Touchdown, Cougar. What a catch and run for 6.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. They're just about ready to kick it away. From inside the 15, here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Quickly out to the tight end. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He's going to pass. Makes the grab. It's held. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Going up top on first down. He uncorks one deep. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's Retzlaff. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead.
And the ball's loose. Bounced right back to them. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Wants to fire on second down. Now adjusting. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The hand to the running back. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved. I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Might as well stick with him. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical. And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking for a man. It's Retzlaff. Touchdown, BYU! And the beatdown has ensued. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. He's looking to pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The give to the tailback. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying play action. Now improvising. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Looking to pass. It's Manning. They're bringing heat. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The play action fake. He wants it all. And he will take it in. Touchdown Longhorns!
Number 81. Catch in the end zone.
They'll line up to go for two. Wants to go up top. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they draw a little closer.
He saw the one-on-one opportunity, lobbed it up for the fade. Nice job making the catch, and they convert the two-point conversion.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to move it through the air. Lost one deep down the right side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken him some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, BYU 28, Texas 15.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Back to pass, it's Retzlaff. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football maybe, take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. On second down, he'll fire. Throws to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for the defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Oh, he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond? What a snag by the defense. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. He'll start this drive firing. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And they got him for the sack.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, it's Bolden. Makes a move. Oh, what a cut! Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Texas offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. Makes his way into the end zone for the deuce, and now they're within 5. They're sending out the regular kickoff unit. I know they have one timeout left, but you got to go onside kick here. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitz that's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Looking for a crease. It's Martin. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to run it. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Back to pass, it's Retzlaff. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they make the tackle, and that was their last chance to try to run that pick back, and they couldn't get it done. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. America's heartland, Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. Memorial Stadium will be jumping in anticipation of what we've got in store today. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Well, that's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they're playing at home, and they're trying to take advantage of this home crowd and try to build some momentum early. You don't see a lot of onside kicks to start the game. They tried it, but it failed, and now we're going to have to see what their defense can do, taking the field right away.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Using his legs, it's Porter. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
He's going for it all. And it's caught inside the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. To the ground with the back. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. The Hoosiers get it past the sticks.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Back to throw, it's Rourke. Makes the grab down the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quarterback adapted.
Offense facing 4th down.
And the Hoosiers will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Now on the option. They make the stop, and that'll bring the 1st quarter to a close. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. Oh, look out on the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
This offense has a 2nd down play. To throw, it's Rourke. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Indiana.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The offense set for a 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Trying to find his man on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Porter. At the 35, he's open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Offense set on first down. He's looking to throw it. Oh, picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hoosiers! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football, Dave.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air, it's Rourke. Starts to scramble to the left. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. He'll try to do it himself. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Buying some time as he moves left. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime.
He caught it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll go to the air. Buys a little time. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing. Oh, he dropped it! He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the right. Oh, what a move. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off-play action on first down. Scrambling away. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Shoots it to the left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The linebacker showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see them kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
At midfield, he's got room. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll pull it down and run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Open space at the 25. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Looking to throw, it's Rourke. Steps away to find some room. Trying to get rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Leaves it with the back. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Here they come, facing third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got enough space. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And the punishment has been extended.
Are you kidding? I mean, that's really good defense to take away the pass and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes absolutely something out of nothing, scrambles around, finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They go 83 yards on the drive. We've got a timeout from the kicking team. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And they're not on the same page there. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Gordon. And not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Got his man down the middle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Second down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Indiana 35, Northwestern 7.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drive.
And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
This time on target. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Now the play fake. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. So they march the ball 41 yards on that drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And, David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, goes to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And
got a lot of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these 1st downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more.
Touchdown, Indiana! And the pummeling has started.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. He's brought down after a good return. Gets it out to the 31. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Makes his connection. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.